Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Gripper back here with another video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to be talking about Topps making a huge change to retail sports cards and why it changes everything that we know about retail sports cards moving forward and all the latest news regarding that. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this video today. Can we get a minimum of 100 likes on this video? I know that more than 100 of you are going to watch, so I'm asking 100 of you to hit that like button at least, so that way you can help me grow this channel. And speaking of growing the channel, I am doing a giveaway. I am giving away hobby packs of 2023 Topps Series 1 to one lucky person. All you guys got to do is be publicly subscribed, like this video, turn on post notifications for all the content right here on the channel, and last but certainly not least, leave a comment in the comment section, which you're most looking forward to in the upcoming baseball season. I'll pick a winner once I hit 6,000 subscribers, so there is that. Oh, boy, so I'm going to make this video a little bit shorter today because, quite frankly, I have to get up early in the morning, and I want to get some video game session in with my friends, so don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be about 12 to 15-ish minutes today. Could go longer, I don't know. You know, when I make these videos, I typically don't have a time frame in mind. It's just, here's what I do. So I write stuff on a notepad I'm going to talk about, and that's what I talk about. However long it takes, it takes. It could take 12 minutes. It could take upwards towards 30 minutes sometimes, just depending on how significant the news is. And the news today is somewhat significant moving forward if you buy retail sports cards. As you guys know, I have been very critical and so on retail sports cards. The changes they have made are not good. No matter who you ask, there is not one person out there that could say what they have done is good. And with the news that came out this week, again, you can't tell me this is a good idea. Topps seemingly put an end to retail sports cards. And what they did, if you missed the last couple videos, is they took away retail exclusive sets. Now, they only took away two, right? They took away Topps Fire from Target, and they took away Topps Gallery from Walmart. But you're kidding yourself if you think that they're stopping there, right? They're not just stopping there, okay? Whatever internal data that they have, right? And same could be said with all the other canceled releases that they have put an end to, right? As in an opening day, which, I mean, you could figure out on your own that opening day never sold. I mean, you can go anywhere you wanted. You can go to Meijer, you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, find that stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's some places out there to this day that have 2022 Topps opening day out on the shelves. I'm sure of it. There's got to be some places out there that still do. I wouldn't be surprised, because that set didn't sell at all. But they canceled like at least 8 or so different sets this past week, and 3 of them are just mind-boggling to me. Gypsy Queen, which is quote-unquote going away for now. The article I read, it said going away for now. Some people are trying to tell me that that's not the case. I don't know how reputable that site was I read it from, but everything else they had written on that article was true. So I'm just assuming that's the case. But still, my point still stands. Them getting rid of Gypsy Queen's a very bad idea because, Gypsy Queen was a fan favorite set, and Gypsy Queen, everyone loves Gypsy Queen. Everyone does love Gypsy Queen. And that is one set that I think should be untouchable to them. Now, it makes me wonder why they got rid of Gypsy Queen over an Allen and Ginter. Allen and Ginter literally serves no purpose. Literally serves no purpose. And sure, they get 2 releases of Allen and Ginter. They get the Allen and Ginter regular, and they get the Chrome version of Allen and Ginter, which just came out this past week for Chrome for 2022. But Topps, why can't you just do Gypsy Queen Allen and Ginter, or not Gypsy Queen, Gypsy Queen Chrome, which they do have 1 or 2 Chrome cards per hobby box typically, So why can't you just put the Chrome cards and make that a whole new set in and of itself? See, that is what I believe collectors want. See, I think Topps doesn't really understand what the collectors want. And it makes zero sense. It absolutely does make zero sense, right? How a Gypsy Queen is getting canceled, but a set like Allen and Ginter, which is still being stocked in some places and or not being bought like it is in my Walmart. There's like at least like 8 or 9 blaster boxes of Allen and Ginter that haven't been touched since release date. Whenever release date was, November or December, whenever it was, they have not been moved. No one bought them. So I have no idea what data they're looking at, but in my area at least, Allen and Ginter just sits and rots on the shelf, while Gypsy Queen in my area sold tremendously, and I bought like one blaster box of it, I think. And I bought a hobby box of it back in like May or April, or whenever it came out. I completely forget now at this point. It's been forever, but I feel like Topps is just disconnected with the audience. They completely are disconnected with the audience. And I'm sure people could say, oh, I like to collect the celebrity cards in Allen and Ginter, but let's be honest here. The celebrity cards in Allen and Ginter over the last couple years have been mid than mid. They're definitely like, Z-list celebrities. They're not A or B-list celebrities. Like the last good Allen and Ginter set I can remember was 2019, and that had Post Malone in it. And that Post Malone card goes for a lot of money because, of course, you guys know he's one of the biggest pop stars and music stars in today's industry. But I believe they had Trevor Lawrence last year in 2021. That would have been his rookie year with the Jaguars. But this year, I legit have no idea what A-list celebrities are in there. I don't think there's any, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Charlie Sheen, I think, the comedian, Two and a Half Men guy, the Major League, the movie, that guy. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what data they're looking at. I seriously have no idea what they're looking at, right? But, sorry for rambling about that. But, the real point I wanted to make of this video, as I look at 7 minutes long already, which I told you was going to be a short video, which that little rant I had right there, I don't think it's going to be short at all now, but sorry about that. I'll try to keep this part short, right? And the change I wanted to talk about, which I already mentioned, is getting rid of exclusive sets. And if you thought Gallery and Fire were the only two they're going to get rid of, for the time being, you'd be correct. But as time goes on, you're going to start seeing sets like Bowman Chrome or Bowman Platinum, which I completely forgot about, or a Topps Holiday will be gone sooner rather than later. And we talked about yesterday, Topps is beginning to work more closely with hobby shops, okay? Now, and it also said in that article, expect more retail exclusives in hobby stores. And we've already have seen that, okay? You may be asking yourself, where do we see that from? Just back in December. Chrome Update. Chrome Update, a Target exclusive for the longest time, now has a quote-unquote hobby box format. I'm putting it in air quotes because, as you guys know, Topps made a big whoopsie, and what they did was they just put retail packs in that said hobby box and called it a hobby box, when in real actuality, it wasn't an actual hobby box by any means. The odds weren't better or nothing. It was just the retail with the purple exclusive, one per pack, and that was that, okay? So we already are seeing a shift in retail to hobby. And if you don't think that a set like a Gallery, a set like a Topps Fire, a set which I hope they don't mess with, Topps Holiday, they're next. They're next. A Bowman Platinum, a Bowman Chrome, right? Believe it, sooner rather than later, those sets that I just mentioned that are retail exclusive will become a hobby box format and or gone completely. Now, depending on, like I said, the internal data, whatever they see, I don't know where they're getting this information from, but according to whatever data they have, Gallery and Fire didn't sell well at all last year, which I call BS because the $80 configurations for both of those sets sold out in a matter of hours on release day on their site. So I call absolute BS. Now, the blaster boxes may not have sold well, Because, well, of course, if you buy 3 of those, you're buying an $80 hobby box, essentially. So why not just buy the $80 hobby box, get 2 autographs in each configuration, because each of them give you 2, and get that instead. So I could see if the blasters didn't sell. Now, that's a complete different story, but as in the hobby box format that they released of these 2 sets, it is very hard to believe that they didn't sell. And I know they sold well because I had a hard time getting my hands on a Fire hobby box. The Fire hobby boxes, day one, were $80. A couple days later, they were double. And that's where they sit on the market, I believe, right now. They're about $150 to $160 right now. So you cannot tell me that those did not sell well, because they absolutely did. Whatever Topps thinks they're looking at is completely false. It gotta be, because there is no way in my mind that they're looking at the correct data. There's no way. If they sold Fire and Gallery as $80 hobby boxes, right, and just kept it how it was and put it in hobby stores, it would probably sell tremendously well. It probably would sell really well, because that is, or was now, because of course this is past tense now for the time being. Fire and Gallery are 2 autographs for $80. You can't find anything that beats that on the market with current Major League ready players. Now, of course, Topps likes to do Pro Debut, which I am happy that they kept that set for now, but you never know. You truly never know. Next year, right, when Pro Debut comes out for 2023, they could see that it didn't sell too well, and then they say, oh, 2024, it's gone. It's gone. Which I'm happy they're keeping Pro Debut, because Pro Debut is a very underrated set. I love Pro Debut. $75 for 4 prospect autos. Grant they're sticker autos, but still 4 prospect autos for like $75-ish, depending on where you buy it. That's the best deal you can find for autographs. But if you want Major League ready players and rookies, Gallery and Fire were that. I mean, look, my O'Neal Cruz autograph right here, pulled from Fire not too long ago, about a month and a half ago now. So, you know, this change will change everything. It will. The title says this change will change everything. The change that I'm referring to is the fact that they're doing away with exclusive retail sets. And what I mentioned yesterday, and this rings true a lot. You know, I am getting a business degree in college, and I know a little bit about this, okay? If a company doesn't have an exclusive, so let's say, for example, this really isn't a thing, but let's just throw this example out there. Topps and Panini are competing, which in the baseball realm is practically non-existent, because of course, as we know, Panini will never have the licensing rights to put logos on their cards, at least until Fanatics gives up the license. Now, as long as Fanatics has the license, now they did supposedly buy Panini, but as it stands, I think what's going to happen, getting into little side talk here for a minute, I think once Panini goes under Fanatics control, which I believe is January 1st, 2025, is that's when that's the year that you'll see Topps football and basketball cards, 2025. Panini baseball will be done. Panini baseball will be absolutely done if that stands, because of course it's all under one roof, and Topps is superior over Panini. But let's say, for example, they both had licensing. Okay, so Panini had logos, and so does Topps. Okay, let's throw us out there for an example. As a card company, you would want an exclusive to basically get your customers into that store. And how this works is companies like Fanatics and companies like Panini will compete for shelf space. Now, how they determine the shelf space is by bidding and seeing sales graphs and things like that. So the bigger company, of course, who would probably pay more money, would get that shelf space over their competitor, right? Now, let's say Panini had an exclusive set while Topps did not at Walmart, okay? Because, well, you know what? Let's throw Target out there. Target, because Target really doesn't have an exclusive set. Now, they have the retail Bowman, or I should say the retail Chrome update, but in real actuality, now there's hobby boxes of it. So let's say this is a Target, okay? Let's say these two companies were competing for shelf space at Target, okay? Target looks at different things to determine who will win this bid. Panini has an exclusive set you can only buy at Target, while Topps does not. Where do you think that shelf space will be going to? Panini. You know why? Exclusives will drive business sales for that retailer. Because let's say you're going to Target to try to find that exclusive Panini product, right? The collector will go in there. If he sees it, he'll buy it. If he doesn't, he won't buy it if it's not there. But then he'll say to himself, let's say maybe he's with his son or daughter or his wife as well, he'll say, oh, we actually need to pick up dog food for the dog at home. Or we need to pick up a case of Dr. Pepper or something like that, or some Lunchables or something like that. I don't know. Or a frozen pizza or something like that, right? That is why this is bad. Because this will drive collectors away from retail sports cards sooner rather than later. It will, believe me. I know a little bit about this and how it works. And at the trajectory Topps is going with these retail changes, it's not going to end well. It is absolutely not going to end well very soon. I give it, at this pace, 6 to 9 months. I don't know how long that will take, but I'm going to give it 6 to 9 months to we see the end of retail sports cards. And what do I mean by the quote-unquote end? Well, of course, retail sports cards will still be out there to buy. That's not going to change. There will still be a small core of collectors out there who will want to buy retail product. Ones who maybe can't afford the $100+ hobby configuration of that release. So there's still going to be a small core group of people who keep the retail part of this alive. But as for collectors who buy both, like for example, as you see, I buy both. I buy hanger boxes, Series 1 you see right here. I buy blaster boxes. I also bought jumbos and hobby boxes, so I bought it all. I'm also contemplating on buying that super box and the monster box of Series 1. Now, I don't know about the monster box. $60 for that, a little steep. The monster box, though, $40. You get 160 cards, 5 exclusive foil board or whatever, oversized cards, things like that. That's a pretty good deal. That's on pre-order right now on Walmart.com if you're wondering about that. But, you know, things like that, right? People who buy both, like I'm sure a lot of us do, 'cause I'm sure a lot of people here watching this video buy both hobby and retail. These changes, with the terrible odds, getting rid of exclusive product that would drive us to go to those stores and buy and look in the sports card section, completely done. It's completely done. It's absolutely completely done. Fun fact, when you're watching this video on Saturday afternoon, tomorrow morning, like I said, I was getting up early, I'm going to my Walmart restock tomorrow morning. Not for looking for Topps. I'm looking for football product. My brother told me Zenith football and I believe Donruss football is going to be stocked this week. Now, if I get there in time, I'm recording this video at like 10:30 at night. I bet you it's stocked right now, but if I get there early enough, I could buy it. But again, I'm not the biggest football collector in the world, but I would like to try to dabble in that in the future. Just getting to the end here of this video before we open the pack of Series 1. In 2025, I'm going to give you a little glimpse ahead when I am eligible for the Sports Card Hall of Fame, by the way, which I'd love to be first ballot in that, by the way, if because, spoiler alert, I'll still be uploading videos by then. May be looking a little different. I do plan on actually, getting a green screen and showing my face in these videos relatively soon. But, I would, in 2025, like to cover football product. Now, I don't know how that will end up because there is just a big what if with that right now. If the hobby boxes of, let's say, the equivalent of a Series 1 in football are like $300 and something, then I don't know how I'm going to do that. But if they're cheap, like $100, like a Series 1 is, or like $95 or whatever, how much it is now, I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, let's say if Stadium Club football is 120 bucks like it was in baseball this year, I'll buy it. But, that's a big discussion for another point. We talked a little bit about that not too long ago with my brother. I had a sit-down video with my brother talking about this about 2 months ago now, maybe or so, something like that. I think the title, if you want to watch that video, is called Fanatics Buys Panini or something like that. But we talked about that. So you just got to wait and see what happens with that. That's a big what-if scenario right now. I truly don't think, if football collectors are buying that right now, how it is priced, I don't think Fanatics will change the price because, they'd be losing money on that. But unless they up the print run, which I could definitely see happening, because they want to engage more collectors, so I think that could very well happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But to wrap this video up and put a bow on this video, Topps with these changes, it's not good. It's not good. There's no other way to explain it. By taking away exclusive sets, as in Gallery and Fire, and probably sooner rather than later, Bowman Chrome, Bowman Platinum, and Holiday will all be gone in some way. Now, they could be a hobby store exclusive, but, who knows, right? Who knows what's going to go on with that, And the odds of Series 1, how bad they are, and I said this in the other video, wait until Heritage comes out. If you thought Series 1 was bad, wait until Heritage comes out, whenever that may be. We don't no idea when that's coming out. But I'm assuming it's going to come out in mid to late April, somewhere in that area. Don't know, but that's my guess. They have historically bad odds in Heritage. Wait until you see how bad those odds are this year in that product. With how the odds are on Series 1, the print run of Series 1, wait until we see the print run of Heritage. That will be base card central in Heritage. I can promise you. If that's going to be the same print run or somewhat similar to Heritage or Series 1, I must say, Heritage this year is going to be good. Heritage this year on paper is going to be good. Every rookie from Series 1 and 2 will be in there. So Corbin Carroll and Francisco Alvarez, who are seemingly going to be in Series 2, they could hold them for update for all we know, but they should be in Series 2 because they need a selling point for Series 2. They should be in there as well, which should be interesting. So we have Aaron Judge. That's pretty cool. We have Matt Strom, Tommy Edman, Brett Beatty, who everyone's upset that I left him out of my top 10. So sorry, Mets fans. Not everybody can make the top 10. I didn't put him in there for multiple reasons, but it is what it is. And there's the Aaron Judge, the AL MVP. We got, who is this? Ivan Herrera, Seth Brown, Buddy Kennedy. We got Stephen Kwan, Rookie Cup. We got, what is this? 1-2 punch. McClanahan and Shane Baz. If you guys didn't know, Shane Baz was a Pirates prospect, and we traded him for Chris Archer, which is probably one of the worst trades in baseball history. We gave up Glasnow, Baz, and Austin Meadows. Now, that trade don't look too bad as it stands because, of course, two of those players, well, one's gone and one has Tommy John. The real active player now, Shane Baz. But I think Shane Baz got hurt as well, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Miguel Cabrera, that's from his 3,000th hit, and this will be his last base card, unless they put one in 2024 Series 1, which I don't know. I don't know if Yadier Molina or Albert Pujols have a card in Series. I think they do, actually. I could be wrong on that, though. But I'm pretty sure Albert Pujols or Yadier Molina have a base card in Series 1. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That might be Miguel Cabrera's last base card. I'm not entirely sure on that, though. But, guys, let me know what you think on this topic. Do you think these changes that Topps is making to the retail formats of their product are good or bad? Why or why not? I'm interested to hear what you guys have to think. And I'll see you guys in the next video.